Good morning. My name is Rifqi with Alabidin TV. We just arrived in Jogja at the Sonobudoyo Museum, and today we will show you inside. The museum has been around for a long time, since 1935. Because of this, it houses a great many artifacts. Now, here in the museum, we also have several sculptures and statues. One of them is of the Hindu goddess Durga, which is the goddess of protection and also symbolizes victory in war. Now, if you follow me here, right to this room, we have a specific and special room for Islam. Now, as you know, Islam in Japanese culture was an important part of Japanese culture, and we have an entire room dedicated to that, as you can see. There are also several sculptures, paintings, and other works, such as these clothes over here. In this museum, there's also a handwritten Quran from the 19th century. Okay. So now that we're in the main museum building, we might have to do some interviews here. We might need to know what's going on. So we're going to interview one of the guests here. As you can see, follow me. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name?
Fauzta.
Okay. We'd like to ask you a couple questions. We're with Alabidin TV.
Okay.
So, what do you think of this museum?
First thing I think about this museum is very detailed in the complementary like wayang or the other art. It's pretty beautiful and traditional.
Okay. You've seen a lot of the artworks. What's your favorite artwork?
You know the dinner table in
Oh, downstairs.
downstairs.
Yeah, that was really nice.
It
Yeah.
was pretty nice and I like it so much.
Okay. Thank you very much. So this floor and this walkway especially is specifically dedicated to batik, which is the traditional patterns of cloth clothing in Java. As you can see, there's several examples along the way. There's also a nice little statue here of an example of making a batik, as you can see. And there's more over here. Now here we're on the floor, specifically dedicated to keris, which is the traditional weapon of Java. If you come on over. As you can see, we have several examples of them. Some of them are straight, some of them are wavy, but they're all essentially the same type of weapon, as you can see. And over here we have more of them. Some are small, some are large. This one's called the batrem. It's quite large. It's quite small. This one is called keris betok. It's sort of stumpy and a bit wide. Here we have more of them. There's also several over here in specialized display cases, as you can see. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it. This floor is just for keris. After Sonobudoyo Museum, we took a quick walk to Vredeburg Fort Museum. So we're back. We're with Alabidin TV. We're now here in Vredeburg Fort, where there are a lot of dioramas of the battlefields and scenes like that. So we're gonna go into one of them now. Yes. Okay. So now we're inside the diorama hall. As you can see, there are a lot of different dioramas. This one is the diorama of the first Budiotama Congress. The one over there, to your left, is the diorama of Prince Diponegoro. In this time, he was hiding out from the Dutch, so he was making strategies. Things like that. There's also several more here, if you'd like to follow us. There's also an interactive display, which is really cool. You can see the biographies of all the heroes, like this. And then there's also, if you go back, things like that. You can see the photos. So, where are you from?
From Germany.
From where?
Germany.
Oh, Germany. Okay. And what made you interested to come to this museum?
I want to know of the history of Yogyakarta in Indonesia.
Well, are these dioramas sufficient?
Yeah, I think they're very good. especially recent history in the other ones.
I see. I think that's it. Thank you very much.
A moment in Indonesian history, and it's considered one of the darker ones. The 30th of September communist movement, which led to the death of several high-ranking Indonesian army generals. This was a failed, thankfully, uprising by communist forces, the PKI, or the Partai Komunis Indonesia, on the 30th of September 1965. Thankfully, it was thwarted, but it took lives, as you can see in this photo. There are several people being lifted out and put in proper coffins. But yeah, this was a pivotal moment in the history of this nation.
Museum also had a lot of other interesting items. We highly recommend you check it out. But yeah, that's the end of today's adventures. Well, I guess that's the end of today's video. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been Rifqi from Alabin TV, signing off.